funky.
Urban legends from every country, Mexico. And this one is about dancing with the devil. This story takes place in Tijuana, Mexico, and it all starts when a young girl goes to a dance against her mother's wishes. Once she gets to the dance, she notices a really well-dressed and handsome man, and much to her surprise, he asks to dance with her. They spend the rest of the night dancing together until the girl notices something strange about the man's feet. She notices that the man has one rooster foot and one goat foot. The girl, in obvious shock and horror, screams in terror and then faints. And then the man disappears into smoke, leaving behind the smell of sulfur. The young girl immediately gets rushed to the hospital to find that she has burn marks on her shoulders in the same shape as hands. There's going to be one more urban legend about Mexico, and that's going to be in one of the next videos. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to follow, like, and comment what country you want next. Also check me out on Instagram and YouTube in my bio. Have a blessed day.
Urban legends from every state. La Mala Hora, meaning the evil hour, located throughout New Mexico but always at night. Said to be a wicked spirit traveling the country roads after midnight, terrorizing those who travel alone. Some say the spirit is more feared than the devil himself. The spirit first appears as a large black lump, constantly moving and changing shapes, hypnotizing and paralyzing anyone who lay eyes on it. It can also appear as a woman, the personification of evil. Very seldom seen in a human form, but if it is, it's considered a death omen. Which state is next?
Today I'll be talking about an urban legend about goblins in Mexico. So in Mexico, there's this well-known rumor about goblins taking newborn babies out of their cribs and kidnapping them. And most of the newborn babies that were kidnapped by the goblins, also known as duendes in Mexico, they were usually found drowned in rivers or never seen again. And so kids disappearing was very common in Mexico, and they would just blame it on the goblins. So one night, this recently married couple that already had a baby was about to go to sleep. And so the mom had decided to put her newborn baby to bed, and the baby's name was Sonia. A few hours go by and everybody's asleep. The mother decides to check on her baby because she hasn't cried in a long time, and she thought that wasn't normal. And for the mother's surprise, the baby was missing, and she automatically knew it was the duende. The woman immediately woke up her husband, and they lit up a torch and woke up everybody in the town. Part 2 is up. Today I will be talking about an urban legend about goblins in Mexico. So after the woman sees that her baby is missing from the crib, she wakes up her husband, and they light up a torch and wake up everybody in the town. As the whole town is looking for her baby, they hear a cry in the distance, and they automatically know that it's her baby. They don't know where the crying is coming from, but they decide to follow it. As they follow the baby's crying, they end up in a desert, and they find the baby around some cactuses. The baby was not harmed in any way, but the parents know that what took their daughter was in fact a goblin. The goblin did take one thing from the child though. He took her gold necklace and just left her. The townspeople say that the reason the goblin left the child alone was because he was being chased by a whole mob of townspeople, and that he had just got scared. After that, more kids did disappear, but at least that child was saved.
If you're traveling alone in country crossroads after dark, avoid this demon, which appears as a woman. She drives people insane, and if you see her, either you or someone you love will die.
Here are some more scary legends de Mexico.
What you see here are the Cihuateteo, Aztec women who died in childbirth. The Aztecs saw childbirth as a form of battle, just as important as fallen warriors. These spirits were seen as divine and went to the heaven of the sun. The Aztecs believed they had feast days where they would haunt the crossroads looking for victims. The younger, the better. They take away children, only leaving behind a sacrificial knife. Seeing them can cause sickness, paralysis, or possession. In order to be spared, Aztecs would make them ofrendas. They have also been known to seduce men, causing them to commit adultery and other sexual misbehaviors. They have pale skeletal faces, chalk-white limbs, and claws for hands. They wear gold earrings, black blouses, white sandals, and embroidered skirts in bright colors. If you see one at a Mexican crossroads, run.
El Kukui Part 1. El Kukui is a scary Mexican urban legend about a creature who kidnaps children who don't behave themselves. He is the Mexican boogeyman. According to Mexican folklore, El Kukui is a small, hideous, hairy creature with glowing red eyes. He has big ears like a bat and a mouth full of razor-sharp teeth like a barracuda. The legend has been passed down over the years by word of mouth from mother to child. Mexican parents often warn their children, behave yourself or El Kukui will come and take you away. When night falls, El Kukui comes. He hides in your closet or under your bed. He can take the shape of any dark shadow. He watches you silently and waits for his moment to pounce. Then, he will take you away to his lair, deep in the mountains, and devour you. Part 2 is up right after this. La lechuza Part 2. If the lechuza fixates on you, it will sit outside your door at night making crying sounds like a baby. If you go outside to investigate, it will swoop down on you and carry you away. If you find unexplained scratches on your door or windowsill, it could mean La lechuza had visited your house during the night. When I was a child, my family lived in a little town near the mountains in Mexico. I remember my mom telling me about an old lady that lived nearby. She was 60 or 70 years old and my mom said she was suspected of being a witch and can turn into a lechuza. Apparently, the old woman had done some witchcraft brujeria on my grandma. My grandmother's hair and eyebrows were gone. Some people in town wanted to hurt the lechuza to see if it was really the old lady. One night, when they saw the giant black bird, they took out their guns and started shooting at it. One of them shot it in the leg. They waited and waited, but for days the old lady never left her house. When she eventually came out, she couldn't walk and she was hobbling around on a cane. Part 3 right after this.